Alright, so the first step to our fresh market frittata are farm fresh eggs. Here we've got about a little over half a dozen going. I've got my double fisted crack open going on. This is not required, but give it a shot. Alright y'all, so here we've got our eggs whipping up. Quick tip, if you add a little sparkling water to this mixture right here, you will have the fluffiest frittata in town. Step one is to cook our yams. Here we've got a nice hot pan going. We're about to drop in our yams, get a little color going on these guys. I'd say a good 5 minutes or so you want to start to see your yams brown, get a little color on them before we begin to add other ingredients. And at that point, what you want to do is add a little fresh onion and a little fresh garlic. Once you've dropped in that onion and garlic, then you want to keep the mixture going for another 10 minutes or so.
I threw some cherry tomatoes I found in with the frittata.
Here we've got a little fresh radicchio and some baby red chard. I'm just simply running my knife through each of them to give you a little bit of a bite-sized piece. We're going to toss this into the pan with the cherry tomatoes and the yam just before we add our egg mixture. I'm also going to reserve a little radicchio for the very end to garnish our frittata before we pop it into the oven. You may want to move the chard around in the pan, let it mingle a little bit with the cherry tomato just before we add our egg mixture.
Salt and pepper. Spinderella. And I'm just going to drop it in. Right in the center. Yeah!
Our frittata has set for a few moments, so here we're going to add that radicchio garnish I was telling you about and then pop that bad boy into the oven.
I think we need to know when they cook.
That looks so good.
Here you have our beautiful finished frittata. One quick note to mention, the pan that we used to bake the frittata in, once we pulled it out of the oven, we let that pan cool down for a good 5 minutes before we lifted the frittata out of that pan and cut it into these beautiful wedged pieces you see here. Once we had those pieces, we spread them out onto a sheet pan so that we could then pop that sheet pan back into the oven for a quick reheat just before our guests arrived. Folks, the simplicity of it all. You've got everything you need all up in the mix. This is a one-pan meal, a one-pan dish. Look, you got me rhyming. I'm so excited. Simplicity is what it's all about. Sit down, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, and relax.
At the end of it, they saw